So after all this time, I finally get to see what the Neomorph actually looks like. So bring it on! Holy mother, David, where did all this light come from? You sir really need a ton. And also calories. Lots of calories.
Hey, there's one super important reviews. My name's Steve.
Wait, let me get my finger in there, Steve.
You get your finger all up in this review?
Yeah.
Giggity. And today we'll be going over the NECA Alien Covenant Neomorph. This is based off of the creature in the new Alien Covenant film. The little white-ish looking xenomorph, kind of not powder thing.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's odd.
It's the creature that bursted out of the people's backs in the movie. Or chests. Like, it comes out in a bunch of weird spots in the film.
Oh, didn't that one of the guys puke one of them out?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the one that died in the woods. I don't remember exactly where it came from off the top of my head. But I want to... Was it the throat?
Yeah.
The region? Yeah. Oh, man. That movie needs to come out on Blu-ray so I can watch it again.
What is that other accessory he has? Is that the little baby one?
Yeah, it's a toddler. He also comes with a head.
Oh, wait. I thought the toddler would come by himself, but he comes as, like, accessory?
Yeah. Why would it come by itself? See how tiny that is?
But I thought it would be part of the creature pack.
Oh, there's the bigger ones in there.
Oh, okay.
It's like you get like the evolution if you buy all of them, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, but anyways, without further ado, for the packaging, actually I really like this. Like I would almost say you could keep this in the box the way it's sitting. Because I love that little skull right there. It looks really cool. You have the Alien Covenant Neomorph. Like just the front looks very Geiger-esque. It's really nice. Then on the back of the packaging, you just get the figure kind of done in the same art style you've seen in the film, like with all of like David's little scrolls and everything.
Yeah.
And then you got a little bio at the top. If you guys want to read it real quick, I will let you. Alright, we good? Alright. Then just for the top of the packaging, nothing too much else exciting. Other side, got some more Neomorph creepy face goodness. And on the bottom of the packaging, some legal mumbo jumbo.
Whoa, Steve, turn it around. Let me see that mouth again.
Why
does it look like you look like Hillbilly? Like he's missing a few teeth and everything?
It kind of looks like something you see in The Hills Have Eyes. I do agree. But let's get him open up out of his cardboard prison. Alright, so now that we got him open up out of his cardboard prison, first he has some accessories. Starting with the Toddler Neomorph, which is freaking adorable.
Is he the same size as the chest burst, or is he different?
Yeah, it's about the same. Like, he's a little bigger in terms of girth. Then he can kind of stand by himself if you pose him right.
So he's a little older then, huh?
Like 5 minutes, maybe. Just about. But you can see a little bit of detailing on here. On the side here, you can see his little rib cage. On the front, you can see his chest and his little mouth. On the bottom of his head. Giant dome. Little, kind of looks like vents or something on the side of his head. Not sure what those actually are for. Little ridges going down his tail. And then the two spines on the back and his bloody red paint job, like he freshly just erupted off somebody's back. Or I think it was a throat.
Which I appreciate, by the way. That looks cool.
Yeah, no, super sweet. I kind of wish they'd made somebody that you could kind of pose with him, though.
What, you want a dead body?
Yes, I do. We'll get to the creature pack. But, still really cool. They got a lot of detail on this guy for especially how small it is, which is really nice to see. I also like that there's no bendy wire here. So you don't have to worry about this.
Oh, but I wanted my tails to break and all poke out for no reason.
Yeah, we don't want that. So really cool to see here. So, and I don't mind it just sticking straight because it's like I'm not really posing much anyway, so works for me. But for the articulation, legs can move forward and back a little bit. That's pretty much it, because the arms are pretty much molded in here, and I thought they might be articulated, but they literally don't move on mine. Back here on the shoulder, you can definitely tell that that is not meant to be articulated. And the head can move a little bit side to side. Actually, you can pretty much get it to go all the way around. So yeah, it's just the arms are the thing that don't really move on this guy. But again, perfectly fine. And he comes with an extra head, which this one is the slightly kissy face. Neomorph.
Kissy face?
Slightly kissy face.
It looks like a freaking leech.
Yeah, kinda. You can see the teeth ever so slightly on the intersection of the mouth. Whatever the heck these are supposed to be, like these slightly molded in eye holes. for the skull. Really strange. Like, the Neomorph is a freaking terrifying looking creature. Because you got the bulbous dome here to kind of give that skull appearance right on the front section. But then you have the protrusion on the back here, more reminiscent of a traditional alien. And a little bit of ridging on the undersection here. But a lot of this is not an exoskeleton. It's all just like molded muscle. And then how you get this onto our Neomorph, if you guys want to swap it out, which I'll show you guys the detailing for this one real quick, because then we'll just leave the other head on. But this one is the roar head, which is mostly the same, other than you have the jaw here sticking out from the lips. And then you can see the normal tongue, because these guys don't actually have a mini mouth. Which is super sad, because they're related to the Xenomorph. Everything should have a mini mouth.
I'm okay with him the way he looks. I like a little variety in my life, Steve. I want everything the same, do you? I know you do, Steve.
Didn't even have to say a word. But yeah, detailing is really solid on the head sculpt overall. Except like right here, there's a little bit of white paint slightly chipped off. But nothing too dramatic. And you get, like, right here, too, you can see the ears, or what kind of looks like ears.
It's the ears, man. It's just weird.
It's strange, because you can kind of see it over here as well, but it's not the exact same. Like, it's definitely a deformed looking creature. Like, you even see part of the jaw just kind of folding in right there. But, yeah, the only real thing I gotta say about the head sculpts is I kind of wish that they would have gave us a closed mouth version instead of this one in particular. Like, I really like the Rory head. But for the most part, this one, I don't really ever see me using.
You do realize, Steve, there's somebody exactly right now doing the same review and saying, man, I'm so happy they sent me the open mouth one. I'm glad they didn't send me a closed one that's so plain.
You're plain.
Your mom.
Well, it's like, for, like seam purposes. Like, this one's more like when it's kind of talking to David, I guess? Or like when David's kind of trying to communicate with it. But I kind of want the one you see where it's just like staring at the girl and you can't even tell where the lip line is.
The scary one is what you want.
Yeah, where it's just like, it's more intimidating, I think, when the mouth is not visible on it. Because then you're kind of wondering and guessing. And personally, I think that would have been a little bit cooler. I do appreciate, though, that they gave us multiple head sculpts, especially if they're not going to be putting an articulated jaw in, which would have been hard. Like, I don't really know how you would do that on this one because of the way the mouth is designed. Like, you have to go with the extra heads. But yeah, how you swap them out is you literally just want to pull straight up from the neck here. So you're just going to make sure your head is pretty well straight so you're not, like, trying to pull it up with, like, the joint kind of cockeyed. And then you just apply some force. As I smash into my lighting.
A lot of force, I guess.
Yeah, it's in there pretty good. And then for the next one, you just want to go straight down into the socket here. And then you'll hear a pop once it's in. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much how you swap out the heads. But for the rest of the detailing, freaking anorexic here.
He needs some calories.
He needs some
They
carbs.
was trying to feed him, and they killed the poor guy. He was just hungry.
Yeah, he just wanted some food. Some human food.
Yeah,
I don't mean like a cheeseburger. I mean literally humans. But yeah, it's definitely a sinking in here on the front here. Like, you remember a Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Remember that guy with the hand, like the eyes in his hands?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what that thing was called. Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, like this is body type is very reminiscent of that. And then you have again.
He is missing his eyes. Maybe we'll just draw some on his hands.
Yeah. Well, you see NECA's actually making them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're making him and the fawn. Or I think it was called the fawn. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. And then moving around to the back here, we have what are those? Because I know what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be like the Xenomorph 2s, but they just literally look like bones. Bones just sticking out from the back of this alien.
I like the one like in the middle of his back, just one random one.
Just
you know what it looks like?
One little nubby.
You know what it looks like, Steve, and I feel sorry for the guy because it's backwards.
Well, I think he rotates all the way around, so we could solve that problem. We're not going to. But yeah, very creepy looking. Like, I even like how they go in, like, cockeyed patterns. Like, they're not in unison. Really cool to see. And then you see some more of the rib cage here on the back. Then for his arms, super long, super lanky. Have a weird little bend to them, though. Like, it kind of bends a little bit right there. It's not very straight looking, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. But for his hands, has 5 fingers and a thumb, just like on the Protomorph. And that is a stupid huge palm. Like, again, I kind of expect to see an eye right there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, and then, like, the last finger on the hand, just weird. Look at that.
Yeah, I like, too, that, like, the 3 here are mostly the same, but then the pinky and the ring finger kind of smart, or whatever you call that other finger. Yeah. It's like sort of 2 middle fingers, I guess. I don't know. But moving down to his legs, this is the kind of odd part. And I imagine that there is a reason for this. I'm not 100% certain. Because on this side, you can see the way the joint's set up, there's like a little peg going through there. Other side, it doesn't have that. And it throws me off a lot when you're like looking at the figure from the front. And you can see here that the leg here moves kind of normally, but it looks sort of like a ratchet joint right there. So I'm imagining that's there to kind of keep it in place, but looking at it, there's kind of a gap. So yeah, I don't really understand 100% what that's supposed to be doing, because the other side moves pretty freely. So that's the only thing that kind of throws me off a little bit. Like, that has to be a reason for that. But for the side leg, you get this little extending plate on the top. Some more muscles coming down the leg. Got a little bit of the calf here. The feet on this guy, though, you kind of see are mostly the same as like some of the other Xenomorphs.
You know what I like about that thing? It is like the evolution that's stuck between a human and a Xenomorph.
Yeah, because you can see the heel here and the bottom of the foot, because there's even like the peg hole, so it's got to be the bottom of the foot. But it's just super elongated. Really cool.
You guys did an amazing job on it.
And then for the tail, definitely thinner than what you see on most Xenomorphs anyways, because again, very underdeveloped. But he's got like a little bit of like a little scorpion tail on the end here. Really cool. But yeah, for the most part, like, I don't really plan on having this guy standing upright anyways, because the tail does hold him up. But for the most part, like, I actually think this guy looks really cool on all fours. But especially since that's how you saw him for most of the movie anyways. Because for his articulation, his head can go side to side. And you can get a really nice back here with the ratchet joint. So he can look mostly the way up.
That's disturbing.
And then his chest here too arcs back pretty far. So you can get him...
What is he, swimming?
You pretty much get him reaching out. Super creepy looking. And then for his arms, can rotate all the way around. Can swing in and out. No real rotation there. Has a... not like a full double joint there at the elbow. But it can bend upwards about that far.
Hey,
rotate all the way around.
It's good enough to do John Cena. It's fine.
'Cause you can't see him. But his hands can rotate all the way around. Also on a hinge, so you can swing forward and back. For the waist, can rotate side to side. Again, we showed you can pretty much go all the way around with it. Nice bend, a little bit of a wiggle. For his legs, can go outwards about that far. Like, if you work the joint, you can get it going pretty crazy. For its knee, has a double joint there, so you get a really nice bend to it. A little bit of a wiggle there too. And then for the foot, can pretty much rotates, and it's on a hinge, so you can swing that forward and back. And some articulation at the toes.
Do the individual toes move, or?
Just the 4 here. The little big toe doesn't move anywhere.
The stubby.
Stubbies. And then his tail is just a bendy wire, again, so you can pretty much articulate this however you want. But the wire seems to stop right about here on the tail. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the NECA Neomorph compared next to the NECA Xenomorph, or the Protomorph as what it was called in the film, and the Square Enix Alien Colonials Marine Spitter Alien. And here's some NECA Alien vs. Predator figures with the Clan Elder Predator and the warrior alien, or some might call the drone as well. And here's some NECA Kenner alien figures with the gorilla alien and the mantis alien. If you guys were wondering why we never reviewed these, we actually did a review of these over up on the Geek Chest. Spoiler alert, wasn't as happy with these as most of the rest of the alien line, which is generally fantastic. And finally, here it is next to the Ultimate City Hunter Predator and the NECA Power Loader with Kenner Ripley. So overall, with the NECA Alien Covenant Neomorph, this figure is pretty solid in the end. I like that you can get on all fours, which is really nice because that's more of the scenes that are very memorable for the Neomorph anyway, so it's really cool you can actually get him posing in those. But it's nice too, you can still have him also just standing on your shelf looking very creepy.
You know, with all of his things that he comes that looks amazing, the one thing that still catches my eye when I look at this figure, you know what it is, Steve? The scorpion tail. I like that. It literally looks like a scorpion tail.
It looks like the scorpion alien tail from the Kenner line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like seeing all the underdeveloped stuff because, again, it's how you see it in the film. The extra heads are cool. Again, would have liked to see a closed mouth version, but that's just more of a personal preference thing.
Stop being picky, Steve.
I think the one thing I might have liked to see is maybe a little bit of red on him for some blood.
Yeah, that would have been actually a good idea.
But then again, depending on scenes, you especially later on in the movie, you definitely just see him in his full white goodness. So it's one of those, if it's more scene dependent anyways, I could see them releasing another version of this.
I would buy it.
I probably would too, because it's a really nice figure. If you guys are really into Alien Covenant and want something a little bit different for your alien collection, definitely pick up the NECA Neomorph. But what do you guys think? Have you guys seen Alien Covenant? What's your favorite obscure alien action figure? Is the newborn just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. Look closer pictures of this guy on our website if you want to click the link in the description below. We also have a Patreon account with exclusive prints on there. If you guys want to help support the channel, also down in the description. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.